My name is Philip Fotio, and I'm the author of The Wrath of Kings. The Wrath of Kings is a story set during the Wars of the Roses. It follows Philip Neville, a manorial knight who serves his cousin King Edward IV, and it follows his adventures from the Battle of Towton in 1461 to the Siege of Bamborough in June 1464. I like the period, the Wars of the Roses. I searched for a good period in history, and I thought that was it was about a family rift that destroyed two families, really, the Nevilles and the Plantagenets. So I thought, why not put my own story in there of my brother and myself? From politics to the colour of a car, we're opposite. Everything I argue for, he argues against. Whatever he argues for, I argue against. So I put that in a story. I fight on the side of York, my brother fights on the side of Lancaster. The Battle of Towton has started. The arrow storm is over and the Lancastrians are advancing on the Yorkist positions. Philip Neville braced himself as the two armies collided with a
loud clattering crunch, and thousands of yelling knights and men-at-arms began their deadly work. Philip was so close to the enemy he could smell the fear on their warm, fetid breath, and with his features contorted into a fearsome scowl, he lunged into melee. A teenager armed with a scythe blade looped over a crude pole was his first victim. The youngster's terrified expression and poorly aimed strokes boosted Philip's confidence. Easily avoiding the homemade halberd, he swung his arming sword up and brought its heavy blade in from the side. The honed steel tip sliced into the lad's unprotected neck and almost severed his head. Blood and splintered bones sprayed out, and he dropped to his knees. Attached by a single tendon, the head bobbled against the front of his leather jerkin, and a fountain of streaming blood gushed into the air. Before his body hit the ground, it was trampled into the mud. Kicked free, the head bounced around like a football and disappeared underfoot.
Deceit, treachery, revenge, murder. Nothing changes. Those themes are alive today as they were 500, 600 years ago. But they make a great story. I love history. I love everything about it. Going places. Wherever I go to do this writing is an adventure. I meet so many nice people and they're very helpful. So I just decided to write a book and share my knowledge, really. The next book is called The Falcon and the Fetterlock, and it follows Philip Neville to the Battle of Tewkesbury in 1471's 16 years of his life, in which he becomes married, he becomes a Knight of the Body under Edward IV, but his relationship with the Earl of Warwick falters. Whatever happens, when everyone else is changing side, Philip stays loyal to King Edward IV, and that's his main sort of stay. He stays loyal to King Edward IV, whereas many people change sides, as you will read in the next book.